Welcome to Gene's Reviews, where I basically do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Okay, we got a scary video in my car. This is a channel that I did a long time ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago. And it's called Amy's Crypt. And she's a paranormal investigator. I believe they're from Australia. And this video is the Haunted Gila County Jail. And so let's check this out, and I'll let you know what I think of this channel. And you can decide too for yourself, you know. So let's watch this.
We do have people feeling like they're being touched or poked in the back.
Can you tell me how many? Whoa!
Somebody just touched me.
The little girls that were visiting him died. They drowned. Whether he actually killed them or not is up for debate. Can you tell us where to go? Oh, an image. Oh, and we need to keep our eyes peeled because shadow figures, full-bodied apparitions, super common in this prison.
What was that?
I feel like someone's walking towards me.
His neck. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, my room punch just went off. Why is my cell... Ah!
The Gila County Jail.
Wow.
Crypt keepers with a hop, skip and a jump that took about 48 hours of travel.
Oh,
Jared
this is
and
in
I are
Arizona.
back in the United States.
We're here, we're back. Did you miss us?
Tonight we're kicking things off with our first investigation, a very haunted prison, and I'm very stoked about this. I don't know if you're gonna be.
Why? Why haven't you told me? You do this every time.
Not only for this location, but the things that we have coming up are just gonna get crazy as
I knew this trip was going to be mad because I walked in on Amy in the bathroom chopping off her own hair.
Right before we came, I was like, F it, let's just go big. But this place behind us, the ghost stories, the shadow figures, full-bodied apparitions, the grabbing, the physical touch, I think tonight's going to be a good one.
Grabbing what?
Hopefully you.
This neat little jail is of great historical importance to the local area of Globe, Arizona, being directly connected to the courthouse next door. But it is also a place that continues to harbour dark memories for this small community.
I've never heard of Globe,
We're
Arizona.
in the 1910 Gila County Jail. Used to be part of the courthouse and jail, and they ran out of capacity and needed something that was better and more secure and to help people to get to due process. So this facility was built state of the art. So it's quite a unique place, and it served until 1981, which is a little scary. We definitely have had a lot of suicides, sadly murders. We are on a site that was Apache territory, of course, and this was county, so it was harder than already being sentenced. People that were here weren't sentenced, they were waiting for trial. So you had your innocent juveniles mixed with your hardened criminals for repeat offenses, and it wasn't always a happy place to be. You wanted to
I
be
like when they go
safer
into
once
the
you were
history of the
sentenced,
place.
Then you were separated with people
So
that
you learn
were
a little bit
either
about it.
light sentences or heavy sentences, but in here everybody was mixed together, so it was pretty rough during the time.
Despite its closure, the Gila County Jail continues to draw many to the area, specifically those who seek the paranormal. For us, we were particularly interested in the story of Kingsley Olds, who is said to have drowned 2 young girls named Lulu and Myrtle Goswick in a nearby river, after which he shot himself in the chin with his own gun. While nobody knows exactly what happened, many speculate that Kingsley was guilty and tried to shoot himself to cover up what occurred, making it seem as though the group was attacked. Others claim it was a suicide attempt stemming from guilt. Either way, Kingsley was held at the Gila County Jail while he awaited his trial next door. That trial would never come, as an unidentified man entered the courthouse and shot Kingsley dead through a window from the neighbouring building.
Wow.
It's often speculated that the shooter was the father of the young girls who were drowned, but in truth, no one really knows. One thing that is documented,
Well, if it
however,
was, you
are the
really
records
can't
of
blame
the
him.
nurse who was caring for Kingsley, who had claimed to be visited by the 2 little girls who had drowned while in his prison cell, with their visit seemingly to beckon him to follow them into death. And even to this day, there are some who say those little girls never left the jail.
Part of the newspaper articles that we've been able to find talked about, there's a whole series of testimony from the coroner's inquest that the nurse had said, and it made it to the newspapers, about him talking about the ghosts of the girls were there waiting, beckoning him to hurry up, like hurry up and die and come with us, we're waiting for you. And that's about the readings that they
Looks like
get
they've
in the
made
jail.
it kind of a
But
tourist
there
attraction.
are other entities that we found over time. You know, people feel like they've talked with Kingsley as he trapped there. This all happened early, 1911-ish. You know, we're open to 1981, so there's a lot of things that happened in that cell in between that time. But there's very negative energy in there as well. So is it something else, liking the limelight? Because people do spend a lot of time in that cell. We're still not sure, but it's a very active cell.
There's no shortage of paranormal stories related to the Gila County Jail. Many to enter have reported encounters with spirits ranging from innocent enough moments to truly terrifying physical attacks.
You know, we have it all, right down to audibles. We do have people feeling like they're being touched or poked in the back. Now, we have had some scratchings, and they feel like people are with them. They feel their presence. They feel like, you know, when somebody's this close to you and you need them to give you a little bit of space. We have our
definitely
matron
know
and
that
several
feeling.
other figures that like to introduce themselves. They're the strongest, like they're the ones that rule the roost, I guess.
For me, I was truly excited to investigate the haunted jail, especially after seeing a very compelling capture onto video by a film creator named James Sweet. During a shoot of the jail, James captured a shadow man within one of the jail cells right next to a member of staff, which can clearly be seen here and is especially chilling as there is only one living person within that cell. So are you ready to investigate this haunted jail with us? Hit like, subscribe, and let's jump into things.
We're now starting our ghost tube walkthrough, and we're going to begin at the bottom of the jail and work our way up through each level. Oh my dear Lord.
Wow, this is very cramped. This is a lot smaller in here than I realised.
Yeah, this cell block is like super skinny. I actually think it makes it feel creepier though, because it's almost claustrophobic.
Yeah, is anyone that's claustrophobic? Let us know in the comments.
Is there anyone here tonight? Can you make your presence known? My name's Amy, this is Jared.
And apparently they only had one bathroom per floor. Imagine sharing that with like 20 other people.
No.
Or more.
Brutal.
What was that?
I don't know. That was really loud. Like, was that like a... Oh my God, there's a man in here.
It sounds like a door or something.
Yeah. Up. It sounded like it came from up.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like it came from there. The acoustics in here are weird, but that's the only way in, so...
Okay, that's the first fright of the night.
Right.
You know what? We have to chase that. Come on, Jared. If there's anyone down here, we're going up because we feel like that's where you are.
This was one of the craziest beginnings to an investigation we had ever experienced. After hearing this loud clang, which seemed to come from upstairs, and then receiving the response of up through GhostTube, as if to confirm what we had just heard, we decided to follow the sound. But what's more, we had already rigged up a still camera on the second level to monitor this space, as we'd been told it was especially active.
Is there someone up here?
I didn't see
You know what's
anything
cool, though?
upstairs.
We did leave a still camera up here, so if that noise came from up here, we would have caught it. We're also running GhostTube Seer up here, so who knows what that might have been showing.
Yeah, I forgot that we left that up here.
Little did we know that GhostTube Seer had already generated a response. This tool uses environmental readings to generate descriptive and unique imagery by utilising the power of artificial intelligence. Here it displayed a young-looking male who appears sad and possibly even bruised. Of course this could be relevant to the jail, having held and mixed juveniles with hardened criminals. Could this perhaps be a spirit showing themselves to us? Or possibly the reason someone was imprisoned? Or could this mean something else entirely? Let us know what you think.
I don't understand that ghost tube thing.
Could have been that.
These doors are so heavy though, so I've heard so many stories about, they call these tanks, so like tank 2, and it seems like the touchy-feely, grabby area where a lot of activity happens. Men were kept here in these cells, Anyone up here? Can you make another noise?
Hey guys, just so you know, we've got Ghost Tube here running right here. So we don't know what... Pretty.
Who are you talking to? This is where they get grabbed. Actually, that cell.
Are you talking to me or her? Oh my god!
It's talking to you!
You're talking to me? You think I'm pretty?
They do say mostly pretty girls, but sometimes teenagers get poked, right? Maybe you got to go in.
I'm neither of those things. Shall I go in here then?
That's the bum grab cell.
Okay, I'm going in.
We are currently
I like their
in
personalities.
a cell that is known. We do have a butt grabber. No, we'll notice even during the daytime. Again, they're just here on a informational history tour, and there's always one in the crowd that is looking around to see maybe what happened or they got brushed or what have you. And the teenagers tend to get poked and grabbed a little bit too. But for the most part, it likes its ladies, and it's usually always in this cell.
If my bum gets grabbed, would that be a first for Amy's Crypt?
Yeah.
Okay.
How does it feel in there?
Very tight. Oh, I've just got goosebumps too. Yeah, it's very tight and cold in here, and there's really bad graffiti on the wall, wish to kill. Yeah. They call me the devil.
Is it
That
right?
ain't
Jared
good.
is in there. What do you think of that man?
Am I okay being in here?
Thank you. If you just made a little tap, can we have another one? Maybe something louder? Let me show you something. You guys ready?
Yeah, they made this place like a tourist attraction.
Oh, an image. Oh, that looks like where we're standing.
Looks like a corridor.
Oh my god. Can you tell us where to go?
When I analyse this image closer, it does look like a long corridor, similar to
Yeah.
where we were standing. Yet what is particularly creepy about this is that there does appear to be a partial person in one of the rooms off to the side, where you can see what almost looks like someone's arm bent as though they're sitting in that room. So perhaps there was someone in that
I
cell
couldn't
Jared
see
had
it.
just entered. At least it certainly seems that way from looking at this image, as it even appeared on the same side of the corridor.
Oh my god, that is really creepy down there.
Let's go for a stroll. So we're actually behind the cells right now. And we need to keep our eyes peeled because shadow figures, full-bodied apparitions, super common.
Right there on the left.
I'm guessing the upstairs toilets aren't in working order right now.
It's like I don't want to turn a corner because it feels like there's going to be something there. All right, let's leave that static camera rolling and we'll explore up.
Now, we were told earlier by our guide, people are said to get pushed down these stairs or while they're going up the stairs. Handrails. Are you waiting for me to go up first to see if I get pushed down?
This perhaps actually is one of the coolest, most interesting parts of the jail here. Scared of heights, Jared?
Oh, actually, no, I'm not that bad with heights.
Good, because this is a long drop down. We're currently standing on the Bridge of Sighs. Well, that building behind you, that's actually the courthouse, and this is the bridge that connects the courthouse
I wouldn't
to the
like
jail.
going
So you
across
can
that.
imagine it as a very emotional place.
When you go across, it was extreme feeling of despair or relief. It could translate both ways. And the bridge is connected between the jail and the courthouse. So that's where they would lead the prisoners over to sentencing or back and forth to court. But there's a lot of energy on there. We know we've had some suicides, some jumpers. We've been told there's been hangings. It's got a lot of emotion attached.
It would be a
with
lot
the
harder
stairways
to
leading
escape
up, but
going across something
especially
like that
the
instead of taking them
catwalk
outside.
and the energy in between the two buildings. We have had photographs of like people are standing there, usually lighter, wider, you know, there are definitely figures, but people drive by all the time, and it's kind of a town thing to look up. You never know what you're gonna see hanging out up there, but we've had several events where they'll be lined up and they're kind of like leaning like they're watching the event going on, so it's fun for us to peekaboo at.
And now we're heading up to where women were kept. Here we have more cells. And actually this is an area that's supposedly haunted by a matron.
Ooh, you know what's cool? I know we filmed these a long time apart, but I know the last video you guys would have seen would have been at J Ward, and there was a story of a matron there.
Kind of excites me.
Pain. Oh.
You know what, this wouldn't have been a pleasant place. This would have been a horrible place to be kept or spend time in, like pain.
Is there anything we can do for you? Do you want me to get a matron?
This is double-sided as well, so we have even more cells in here for the women.
But we have saved the best to last, one of the most interesting cases from this jail.
This is it, Jared, the most infamous cell here.
The cell of Mr. Kingsley.
Oh, and the depiction of the little girl here.
Follow me.
Follow who? The little girl? Oh, I know there's two little girls.
I'm still a little shaken up by all that we captured here. First we received the response of "follow me," right as we speak of the little girls that tie into Kingsley Old's ghost story. But what we did not know at this time is that we were also receiving another image through GhostTube Seer on the next floor down. This depicted a little girl who appears to be in a prison, almost dancing or gesturing towards something or perhaps someone. Could she be communicating to us and trying to direct us somewhere?
That GhostTube thing
or could
is
this have
weird.
been meant
I
for
want to check
Kingsley,
that out.
who claimed that he was visited by the two little girls who urged him into death with them?
Where do you want us to follow you to?
Was that you?
No. I'm holding a camera here, my hand was just on this. Is that you? Where are we following you to?
I heard that.
So this window here would have been where the bullet came through, and there is a window out there where the shooter was. They believe that Kingsley's bed was positioned just about here when he was assassinated and shot. Can we go in the cell?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh. Hello?
Oh, they've got like a map.
Innocent.
Innocent.
You're innocent. You did. That's a lot to unpack. A lot of people, it's split. Some people say that this man, if Kingsley, was innocent. Some people believe he was guilty. The little girls that were visiting him died. They drowned. Whether he actually killed them or not is up for debate. No one actually knows who shot this man from the courthouse. A lot of people speculate it was the little girl's father though, but was it? Is there anything else that you can tell us?
Are we talking to you, Kingsley, or the girls? Did you do it, Kingsley?
With the eeriest of timing, we received our final image through GhostTube Seer. To me, this image looks like some kind of lake, pond or riverbank. At the very least, a source of water, which when you reflect on the story of the young girl's drowning is truly chilling. Were we being shown a message? Was Kingsley innocent? Or were the girls trying to communicate otherwise? What does this all mean?
You know what though? I'm not going to...
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I'm not going to show the whole video. If you guys want to go through and watch the whole video on the channel Amy's Crypt, I suggest, you can go ahead and do that. But I just want to give my thoughts on this channel. I like this channel. Their production value is really, really good, in my opinion. They seem like they really want to, find something, find proof of the paranormal. And I think that I haven't seen anything where they're intentionally trying to fake it or anything like that. So I like this channel, and I like their personalities. And for them to travel all the way from Australia to Arizona to film that, they must be really dedicated to it. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll put the link to this video in the description so that you can check out the rest of it if you want to. It looks like there's probably about 20 minutes left of the video. But now it's time for a joke. It's time for a joke to brighten your day. Did you hear about the circus fire? It was intense.